What's good, my traders? I hope you guys are all doing well. As always, please like, subscribe, and comment. It always helps support the channel, especially if you got anything from this video that you appreciated or liked. With that being said, quick market update. The markets remain in a state of uncertainty with bullish momentum not yet returning in the market. Global events are still driving the overall sentiment of the market. On the negative side, tensions are escalating between the US and Iran and between Israel and Gaza. However, there is a little bit of hope with peace talks with Russia and Ukraine, but all this news is creating more uncertainty in the market, a little more chaos, harder to predict where the direction of the market will be headed. As well, with all the tariffs that are coming into play, that's kept the markets down primarily. I still think the tariffs is the main thing that's bringing us down here. We've been trading between the range of 5,700 to 5,600. We're a little bit stuck in that range right now. It's kind of bouncing up and down. In my last video, I was hoping for a little bit of a boost from the NVIDIA GTC conference, but the market didn't seem to react to that at all, and we're just not ready for upward movement. So I wouldn't be too bullish on too many stocks for the time being. At this stage, I do think patience is key. So just keep slowly adding to your positions each week, a little bit here, a little bit there. And as you gain more direction with the market, then you can start maybe piling a little deeper with these long term trades because the volatility will continue to be in the markets. So it's hard to say when the bottom is. So just keep averaging down, averaging in for the long-term plays, I think is the right strategy. If Trump also has an announcement for April 2nd, I keep mentioning that date. That's when he's going to say all the reciprocal tariffs are going in. So if he does go through with that news, I do expect more of a pullback in the market, probably testing the next support line to watch, which is the 5,400 here on the S&P. So keep a close eye on that. We still got 2 more weeks before that date comes, but to keep an eye there. Also, quick check on the VIX. The index has recently popped up again after declining from its highs of 29. So we're still in a high volatility environment. Of course, a little better than before, but it is uptrending again. So just keep an eye on that. It could pop up again, but for now, we're not completely in the clear. Now for my 4 top stock plays for you for this week. These are quick trades. These aren't long-term trades. These are quick trades to play. I like to point out a couple trades I'm looking at for the week. Doesn't mean you guys have to do them, but just to give you guys some ideas and some plays you can look out for to add to maybe some stuff that you're looking at. First one on the list that I got for you is QBTS. QBTS, they've reported groundbreaking milestone in quantum computing by solving a real-world problem, resulting in about a 142% surge in its stock price. The company is set to host a panel discussion on quantum computing with NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang during the GTC conference. I believe that happens on Thursday. So keep an eye out for that. The previous time they did do this discussion with Jensen, well, this time those companies are included in the panel. But before, Jensen just made his own comments on quantum, and he said it was going to be 15 to 30 years out, and basically that caused all of the quantum stocks to drop very hard. So during this panel discussion, I'm not expecting some significant news that's going to create a huge hype in the stocks. With that being said, keep an eye on what they say. But if they do start mentioning long projections of when they really find it for useful cases, you could expect a pullback again. Nonetheless, I do think that them being on the panel for the GTC conference is good news for quantum and brings more light to them. QBTS, right now for me, I am bearish on the stock because of this huge price gain that they've had. So key support levels to look out for. Resistance is at 1140 with support at 1050. The next key level support is at 950. A short setup that I have. So if the price reaches 1140, I plan to enter into a short position with a risk of 3% and a reward of 8%. So I put my stop loss at the risk. If it hits it, I'm out the trade. Um, sometimes I'll try a second time in the day if it starts tapping back at that level, but I never try more than 2 times. Um, and the buy strategy, basically, if it starts going down heavy, and whether I hit my short or don't hit my short, I always have a buy strategy as well. So if the price touches at 950, that next key support level, I'm looking for a quick bullish trade, risking 2% for a potential 8% reward. I'm just kind of catching that dead cat bounce, which is basically when the stock drops, people cover their shorts, people buy into the stock, and it starts bouncing up a little bit. So I just grab a bit. 8% maybe is a bit of a high. Sorry, 6%. 6% is kind of maybe a little high, but that's still the reward I'm looking at. Next play on the list, PLTR. Everybody knows this company. It's an outstanding company with an impressive balance sheet and bright future prospects. They keep getting more clients. Good news for the company. The downside of the company, which everybody's heard a million times, is the fact that it's incredibly overvalued. So PLTR has a high PE ratio of about 440, which is insanely high for markets, especially with the position that they're in. So, meaning this kind of is like every dollar earned, you're paying about 440 times the price to earn that dollar, hoping that in the future, that dollar is going to be worth more than $440. So, very aggressive growth prospects. It basically needs to deliver these insane numbers for 5 years straight, every single quarter, crushing it. They need to be delivering peak exciting news 24/7. Anytime there's a little bit of not exciting news, there's going to be much more down pressure than up pressure. So I am I am bearish on the stock. I don't think it's gonna have a huge crazy thing, but overall I am bearish on the stock. I would love to see it get down to 65. With that being said, let's check out the key support levels. Resistance is at $90 with a support at $80. The next key support level is 78.50. Lots of strength there. So the short setup that I have, if the price reaches $88, I plan to enter a short position with a risk of 4.5% and a reward of 9.5%. Now, if you want to do the safer trade, you just wait for it to hit 90. But I'm going to go in a little more aggressive because I've seen more pressure on the buyers hitting there. So, I'll buy in at 88 with this bigger risk of 4.5. But as it approaches the 90, I'm going to average up on my position and reduce my risk in order to improve my risk to reward ratio. So that's my plan for that on the short setup. On the buy, if the price touches 78.50, again, there's a quick bullish trade. I'm going to be risking 4% for a potential 8.5%. I'm sure there'll be a rebound there, and I just like to catch that rebound. And if you like to catch that too, then we'll catch it together. MSTR is the next. This is a company that essentially dilutes shares to buy Bitcoin. My thought is if you want to invest in Bitcoin, just buy Bitcoin directly. If Bitcoin ends up falling below the MicroStrategy's average purchase price of approximately 65K per coin, that's what they have per Bitcoin is 65K. The stock is going to start taking a hit for sure. Once the price of Bitcoin goes under 65K, they're going to be very negative and they're very leveraged, so they're going to start taking a decent hit, I'd say. And Bitcoin continues to drop. and macroeconomics are not helping out. Additionally, there's an article you can search online about a major investor taking a $500 million short position on Bitcoin just a couple days ago. They took a $350 million short position and then they turned it to a $500 million short position. Their short position's at about 84,000 per Bitcoin. So there's a whale out there that is also predicting Bitcoin to be falling down the road. So we'll see if he is correct with that. Basically, I'm also bearish on MSTR. When I say bearish with these companies, I do mean the next 2 weeks, not super long term, more short term. Key support levels for MSTR: resistance is at $300 with strong support at $268. The next key support level is $250. Short setup: if the price reaches $300, there's a short opportunity with a risk of 3% and a reward of 8.5%. If the price touches $242, there's an opportunity for a quick bullish trade, risking 2.5% for a potential reward of 7%. Yeah, so keep an eye on that. Next one, we got SOFI. It's like a digital finance company. Key support levels for SOFI: we got resistance at $12.25 with support at $11. The next key support after 11 is $10. If the price reaches $12.25, short opportunity, risk 2.5% with a reward of 10%. If the price touches $10, there's a bullish trade opportunity with a risk of 3% and a reward of 10%. So those are the 4 trades that I'm highlighting for you guys this week. Again, if you make money on one of these trades, come back to my channel, like and subscribe to me as a thank you. I'll take that thank you and I will appreciate that big time. I wish you guys the best. Stay green, be cautious with the markets, and let's make that money, baby.